it's like 4:30 in the morning, and I got a couple hours before I go into work, but I've noticed I've been so exhausted when I get off that I don't even have it in me really to do what I want to do, like present my research or just even talk about it. So I'm seeing if doing it maybe a little bit earlier helps. So I said that I was going to address a little bit more in depth about this whole Project Mars thing, like this whole conspiracy about Project Mars, which was a book that was written by Werner von Braun, which, just pause for a minute, he was brought over after Nazi Germany, where a bunch, Operation Paperclip, a bunch of these German Nazi scientists were basically pardoned, so to speak, or like didn't have to do anything. They didn't have to pay for their crimes, and they got to come over to America and basically start NASA, because it kind of correlates. What it's correlating to is they were on some mission, like some mission to either find Antarctica, to find giants, to find the quote unquote Holy Grail, if that's even a thing, to find something with the occult, maybe to find the black sun, which we'll get into later. But so I've known, someone had mentioned this to me a couple months ago. They said, like, have you heard about this book about some guy that's just so obsessed with go to Mars? And this book came out in like the 50s, and the guy's name is ELON. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? Because this is also right around the same time I'm seeing the Illuminati card deck, and 15 years before 9/11 happens, there's like a fucking Trade Center card. It's just really, really, it's really crazy because it makes you think, it shows you this has all been pre-planned before we were even born, these events and type things. And the ritualistic shit that they do is highly, highly just awful. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the 9/11 memorial. It's like 2 black cubes. This isn't about that though, but so let me read this little part to you because I pulled up the PDF online. Yes, this is a real book. I don't know if like, you remember I was telling you guys, who are these people on the world stage? Like Kamala Harris has stars named after her backwards, you know? I was like, why is there a star called Sirrah? Why is there a star called ALAMAK? That's Kamala Harris backwards. So maybe these people, well, not maybe, but they're not clearly who they say they are. Or they just take on fake names, or they just do whatever the time suits them. Like you just saw Selena Gomez out there crying the other day. And, don't feel bad for these people. They know exactly what they're doing, number one. Number two, she was best friends with Taylor Swift, which if you seen any research on that recently, she ain't no good. Like, they're satanic people and they do really gross shit. So she wants to sit there and cry and try to garner sympathy because she got the phone call. Contracts called. You need to, push the narrative just like they did with Megan Fox. Push the narrative. All your kids are fucking trans. And so, like the coward, no integrity, no moral ethics bitch that she is, that these fucking people are, where they chose the materialism and to be worshipped as their own gods and this vanity, like, pathetic life. She got the call, and now I guess she's not a good singer. She's not really good at shit. Now she wants to cry. So I don't know. I saw that and I said, like, this is just so pathetic. No one cries over this type of stuff. Like, this is just like, the emotions don't match and you know what I'm saying? We're not that stupid. So no mercy, bitch. Clearly what you did was not good. So anyway, sorry guys. I just wanted to get back to that because this all is literally like fucking planned. And it's someone's got to call them out. So okay, it starts off in chapter 24 once you get past all the non-sensory bullshit because they're horrible, right? They have no creativity, legit. Chapter 24, how Mars is governed. And as I just said, like, they talk about Earth as being inferior and Mars is just, superior. So the Martian government was directed by 10 men, the leader of whom was elected by universal suffrage for 5 years and entitled, quote, ELON. two houses of parliament enacted the laws to be administered by the Elon and his cabinet. Oh my gosh. Side note, is that Doge? Is this Doge? Yo, what the fuck? This is like, they're like laughing at us and they're so stupid too. They're not even like capable beings. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. The upper house was called the Council of the Elders and was limited to a membership of 60 people, each being appointed for life by the Elon. Why are they calling him the Elon? The Elon, like referring to him as if he's not, as if he's multiple entities, as if he's like an organism. The Elon is not, he's not like a one. It's not like an end. You know what I'm saying? In principle, the method was not unlike that by which the College of Cardinals of the Roman, remember he said he was doing the Roman salute, maybe. And they were trying to confuse everyone by showing, it looks similar to World War II, right? So listen, it says in principle, the Roman Catholic Church is appointed, usually the Elon, oh my God, like the echelon kind of. The Elon chose historians, churchmen, former cabinet members, or successful economic leaders who could offer lifetime of valuable experiences. The Council of Elders, however, had limited authority. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. You're an idiot. You're fucking stupid. Oh yeah, Mars apparently had racial prejudice. What a... Dude, what a joke. What a fucking joke. It said Earth had not yet cast aside the concept of riches. Blah, blah. How about we cast aside the fact that we can't take care of our own planet, so we're not going to go to another one. So what I really think happens is like the powers that be, this is like a chess game. Like this is a Truman Show. This is a stage. And like the powers that be are sincerely like way beyond this. And this has been in place for a long time. But I don't think that like Elon was set for this. Maybe, or he's like 300,000 years old and maybe he's a clone. Who knows? Maybe he's an AI. We don't know. Someone was asking me about like that whole flat earth, the flat earth experiment, wherever they were going, and they started this whole fight or whatever. I didn't even really look into that because as it was starting all of that drama, I'm like, okay, it's a distraction or whatever bullshit. And so, but I got to a point where I was like, look, as far as I'm concerned, all of those people involved could all just be like robot dummies with an AI running them for all we fucking know. You know what I mean? It's not about who I believe or this or that. It's like literally we don't know these people. We don't know. So it's kind of, it really does make you wonder, who are these people really? Because, that whole Kamala Harris story that came out about her whole family, just this whole bogusness, and it's kind of freaky. And all the presidents end up tying back to the same person or the same one king. So it's like, you really think that you have a vote? And then we all just sit here. We're not supposed to like, that's the problem, is we don't fight this like spirit. Like, I mean, we don't fight this like physically in a sense. We have to change ourselves within and our mindsets and take more responsibility and whatnot. And that's how we change the realities, by changing our way of thinking. It's like being like, no, I'm going to call out things that shouldn't be going on, or I'm going to say things that like look wrong. I don't know. I'm just trying to give an example of that. But I just want to talk about, yes, this is real. The guy that wrote this talked about some guy named Elon being very obsessed, or the leader of Mars. And aside from that, though, to give Elon more cockiness, because that's literally what the devil or Satan like is. It's self-serving, like fully the opposite of God. So this guy Werner von Braun, you can see it on my Patreon or my blog or wherever. Just ask me. I'm trying to consolidate where I'm going to go. I'm probably just going to stick to my blog eventually, sooner or later, because everywhere is censoring and I don't know what to do. So, but, this guy, Werner von Braun, he ran the NASA Apollo moon programs, Apollo, like the Apollyon that Trump stood under when he was inaugurated. Like, it's just kind of connecting the dots of, like, they're fucking playing us and they're laughing at us, and all of our money goes into these stupid fucking, like, nothing. Literally nothing. Literally our money to NASA, and then goes to fucking probably to Obama's hot dogs and pizza and parties. And you know what I'm like? Honestly, shame on us. Shame. Because as I say, the truth shall set you free. This is the truth saying, like, when the truth sets you free, it means when you know what's going on and it's not right and you sit there and you do nothing, like, you have a responsibility to, if you want to be free and God gives you the truth, here's the truth, go, you have to play, I don't know, you have to play your part in a sense. But what do I know? I'm just saying, it ain't easy out here. Like, it's, and especially being one of the only people to speak up, or at least that I know. But I think the best part about it all is that the biggest fuck you, to everyone, like, because this whole space shit is not just USA based. It's pretty much, they've convinced everyone almost of their fucking global lie, which I can't tell you where we are, but I can tell you this is a fucking lie. Like, some of this shit that they put out, like, it's honestly embarrassing to think that, oh, this is the longing walking distance. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. And then if you look at if you actually do the research, you'll see it. I don't really need to tell you. Yeah, do the research first, because I'm not going to just, like, spit out everything. I'm not going to cast pearls to pigs. So, basically, Werner von Braun, when he passed away, this guy, I showed you his tombstone grave. He had on there written Psalms 91, or Psalms 1, Psalms 19. Geez, Psalms. They don't want me to say it. Psalms 19:1. Okay. Psalms 19:1 says, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Something along that line where, like, God declares his glory in the heavens and the firmament shows this, like, handiwork, right? So he's telling you there's a fucking firmament. He's telling you, fuck you. I got one over on you, basically. I mean, prove me wrong. I mean, that's a really kind of, that's a bold way to go out, where, like, that's a deathbed confession, don't you think? I mean, I don't really know. And this guy, he's literally, so I just wanted to make it clear that we can't just go to these planets, nor, again, even if we could, we have no business doing so. Like, get the fuck out of your, like, low chakra, like, animalistic material. Like, who the fuck do you really think you are? Oh my God, that's another thing that they did to us to make us fucking retarded, is you just tell us that we're the best at everything. We're the best. We're the best. And we never question it. Like, oh yeah, we're human beings. We're we're fucking, like, it's next level. And people call me fucking names and shit. And, like, and not just that, but kind of, like, I feel like it's kind of putting not an evil eye on me, but it almost kind of does, by, like, looking, or laughing at some of the things I say, thinking it's, like, extreme. But, so that's why, another reason why I said I'm coming for people who know in their hearts, like, that this information, like, is for them. And, that's it. Again, I'm not going to cast pearls to pigs. And so this is just another little fuck you of, like, how they've planned this stuff from before we were even born. And who knows who this man is, but who fucking knows? This technology doesn't seem new. It seems like they can move consciousness around. Like, what if that guy, that Adrian Dittman guy, is just a clone or a second consciousness, or a copy of the consciousness of Musk? We just don't know. And that's the scary part, is, like, what is the true intention here? And so that's kind of another thing I've been trying to research, is there's clearly something in the invisible realm we're missing. Because at the end of the day, it really doesn't make sense for this much evil for something we just clearly don't understand. Anyway, I'm going to close this little part up about, project, whatever the hell this is, Mars. If anything else comes, I will bring it up. But, I'm not debating anyone, because I'm I'm well researched. I don't need to debate anyone. But if you really want to sit here and act like, oh, it's conspiracy theories, or I might be out of my mind, like that's on you, and you need to stop being lazy and go do your research before you pass judgment. Judge not. Like, I'm not judging y'all. I'm not judging anyone. I'm literally just trying to say, like, don't walk to the pit with this guy, please, because we really don't know what the fuck he is. Everything they put out is on purpose. Like that thing about him looking Finny, I know, 1 second, babe, of his eyes, like looking crazy weird. They knew that was going to go all over social media. Like they knew the picture of Zucker the Cuckerberg, whatever, Zuck the Cuck, looking at that lady's tits, that man with tits, whoever Jeff Bezos is dating is a fucking man, with tits, looking at her. Because they know they're trying to, like, first of all, I feel like they're trying to humanize them and make them look cool and appeal to us through, like, sex and, like, our lower chakras and shit. And it's honestly really disgusting. And the people on Twitter and all the social media influence, shame on these fucking people. The ones that push it, they get a paycheck clearly. You can see it. And what's even worse is that, like, people you thought were actually really good and, like, helping with, like, really bad crimes seem to just be on the payroll, too. And, like, trying to get more censorship. And it's like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. So are they just selling out? Or do they really believe that you can just travel to Uranus? Like, you fucking, like, okay, tell me how. Yeah, actually, if you can tell me how and present me some evidence, maybe I'll scroll through it. You know, if I have a little bit of time, I'm actually working on a lot of different things. I might take the time. If you're very confident and you present the research, yeah, I'll look at it. But other than that, I'm not going to listen to ignorance anymore. I'm tired of surrounding myself around fucking idiots. I'm sorry. I don't surround myself around idiots. But, I mean, I can tell that I've proven a lot of things. And not just like, it's not just me proving them. I'm just presenting things that show that what a lot of the things I've been saying in the past couple of months have been kind of right, correct, spot on. And like to see people that I know turn around and just literally ignore it and like pretend like I'm fucking crazy or act like I'm unhinged. Either I need to take a step back and say, you know what, Faith, maybe that's how deep the brainwashing is. Like, you know, on the other hand, I thought better. I feel I hold you guys to a higher standard. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so yeah, I'm like really starting to get just so over this game and this mockery, and no one wants to wake up to it. But okay, so this will be the end of my little Project Mars. It's a kind of a long book. I wouldn't read it at all. It's boring. It's like literally not fun at all. They try to sound smart, but they're not. The numbers don't match up. Like it's a stupid book. Just if you want to look it up, type in the word Elon in the search button to see the three couple sentences about him being the leader. Like, it's literally not worth your time. But they think that they're so cool. They think they're so hot. And I can't believe people are so dumb to literally sit here and think, oh my God, this was a prophecy prediction, da da da. No, this is an example, again, of this already being pre-planned. But also, let's just say that it like for prophecy purposes, that's what I'm thinking that the Bible and the Simpsons and all that is a manifestation machine to get us to manifest it for them. So we think, oh, this is prophecy, blah, 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 and it ends up manifesting that way. I don't know. All I can do is keep looking. Okay, I'm gonna end this part right now, and I will be back later. Hey guys, I was just out driving, and it's like super, super foggy out, right? And like so foggy to an extent that like you can't really see that much in front of you, right? It's pretty dangerous. But so I was just thinking, like, what if the clouds are actually like a way to block out, like cover up, like as a cloak in a sense, like to block out stuff that was actually going on. Like, what if it's like a blanket over something so that we don't see what if something's going on behind the clouds, you know? And And like these clouds, I'm not sure that they're actually 100% natural, and it honestly feels like they are like dropping some shit on us. I'm not going to get into that now. This is just about wondering like what the fuck could clouds, clouds could be used in a sense as a way to cloak something or a way to hide something. And like if we think about if this is like a holographic universe or world, we are underneath like a dome, are they hiding something in the sky like above us? So something to I don't know, something to think about, right? I almost hope that I just saw a flea on me, like that they're just so tiny and fast that it was like, looked like it was like gliding across my fucking hand. Like it looked like a small, tiny, like, I don't know if it was AI or like a bot. I just saw so tiny that almost it could be. And if it is, it's a true invasion of privacy. But I almost hope that I'm just around my dogs and like someone just has like, these are just like fleas. Cause don't fleas do that? Aren't like fleas like really like, fast and shit? Like, I don't know. It looked like it was like gliding across the fucking top of my hand. And like, it's small. And I'm like, fuck, like, what if like shit like that's like in our fucking ears and stuff? Like, you ever notice like the little eye floaters and stuff? Like, I think those are like fucking bugs, like dead bugs. I don't know. So this thing just glided across my hand. I don't see it now. I'm like, kind of like, ugh. I feel all weird, but it's like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. And I'm just kind of hoping that it was a fucking flea. Oh my God.